You're just sitting there with a 1,000-yard stare.
That's how it be sometimes.
That sounds right.
We're live. And probably stupid. Hello, and welcome to...
We're definitely stupid.
What is this fucking called? Anyway, that's not how I started, is it? Hello, my name is ATK, and this is my co-host Radcliffe. Joining us today is Mte. Introduce yourself, Mte.
Heyo, I'm some sick guy
He's a fucking sicko.
that has long COVID.
Yeah, he's a sicko. Yeah,
He's a
that's
sicko.
true.
Should have put tinfoil on your phone. And this is definitely not a podcast. We're gonna start out strong. Why are you so fucking sick? Can you get better already?
Oh, dude, it's been fucking bad. Like the initial COVID wasn't too bad. I only had like a head cold for a little bit, and then I thought I was getting better, and then it got like 10 times worse. And I'm just like, oh god, I'm coughing my brains out, and
Yes.
COVID's rough.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's worse, and but that's okay because surely I won't get it the rest of the year, and you'll use up my vacation days and not have to worry about it. Oh my god, I have a coworker. I feel like I talked about this with somebody. Maybe it was Radcliffe. I think I was talking with Radcliffe yesterday about it. I have a coworker who's having a kid soon, like the 13th. Let me tell you, he's forced to take his vacation so he gets paid it all because he's otherwise he just
Oh yeah.
otherwise he's just gonna fucking not get paid. They're like, you can take paternity leave, you get 12 weeks unpaid, and he's just like, but I'm the only person who makes money in my house. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. So what have we learned? That's right, don't have kids. Nobody likes you. How did you get a hold of the banana?
Doesn't go in the hole.
It's a broken banana.
It's a broken hole.
It's too soft.
Roll the banana. Fix that problem. Here you go.
Oh, that ain't on me.
And that's why I gave it to the...
I'm gonna spill everything.
Yes. It's fine. You don't need... Wait, what are you gonna spill? Do you have soup on your lap?
I have a water bottle on my desk.
Okay. Drinks the banana. Excellent. Oh, dude. So how's the weather for everyone? It's been fucking cloudy as shit here. And it's not hot anymore, at least. Fucking dying, though.
It's like 60 where I am.
That's not bad.
It's been like in the 80s, but like 2 weeks ago, New York was like completely underwater. We got hit with like the remnant of that hurricane that came up the East Coast.
Yeah, I saw that.
So did they, like, stay
Like,
underwater, or
a whole bunch of New York was flooded.
did they become fishermen?
Over by me wasn't too bad. I live like 30 minutes outside the city, so
The city. There's only one.
I
Yes.
saw videos of that shit of like people in like the subway and the rain's like pouring into the cars.
What happens if you're
And
in the
what's
subway when that
hilarious
happens?
is
Do you just die?
Yeah. What do you think happens if you're underwater?
You swim?
oh god, that water is so fucking gross. I would not want to like wade through all the rat, like the rat
Oh,
water.
it's the nastiest water. But the funny thing was like the video, you could see like people just trying to sit there and ignore it like it's not happening, even though the water's like falling out from everywhere, flowing through the and they're just like a prisoner. They're like trapped in there, and they're like, I just got to get home.
Bro, if I could
Jesus
just make it
Christ.
through this day, it's just fucking soaked and the whole subway train's flooding. If I can just make it through the
New
day.
York moment.
Somebody comes up, man, we gotta get out of here.
Fuck all
Don't fucking talk to me. Just
Exactly.
so good.
I love those videos people take of New York City too, where like the rats are like dragging like a huge slice of pizza like through the subway.
I thought you were gonna say the lying where people were playing instruments on the subway train, and I'm like, someone's beating the shit out of this guy. The second they get a chance, there's no way that's real. It's happening.
Yeah.
Like they can ignore them. Nobody likes that shit. I haven't heard one person ever say, "Yeah, I like it when random people come up on the train and start interacting with me," in a loud sense. That's not a
No,
thing.
God no.
No, everyone can just ignore the crackhead in the corner. The guy playing the guitar, it's kind of loud.
The reason why you're riding fucking public transit is because it's cheaper than any other option. That's it.
You got to get somewhere.
You would not be there otherwise.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Crackheads, the cost of transportation. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah. Do y'all have? Now I know here we have a meth head problem. Do y'all have meth heads in the north? Is that a thing? Like really?
Mm,
It's a country thing more than anything.
yeah, it's like
That's what I was thinking.
I guess it's kind of like region specific too, because like the ghetto by me, like there's all sorts of shootings and drug
That's
related
normal.
problems.
That's normal. Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
normal.
That's
but
just normal.
That's just part of it.
We're talking about habitual use.
Yeah.
not really.
Mm.
Not that I see or come across.
What's the
Yeah, meth was
choice
a big
drug?
problem here.
What do you think? Cocaine?
There was the thing that got memed on
Fentanyl?
like I don't know how many years ago, where it was they were trying to crack down on the meth problem around here,
Yeah.
and there was just billboards that just said meth, we're on it. That shit exists. You can fucking look it up.
Guys,
They were
guys,
trying to say
we're gonna cover-
we're fighting it.
we got this, guys.
Dipshits.
Meth, we got this.
Yeah.
It's just a guy holding a bag.
It's so ridiculous. Oh god.
Noise. Oh fuck. What you are you eating? Do you have taste? You still got taste, yeah. It was just like a cold,
Yeah, I still have taste and smell. It's just like
stuffed up.
congested right now. Yeah.
What you eating? You eating some soup or some shit to get over it, or you just fucking the normal Taco Bell and French fries and shit? Taco Bell French fries.
There's this really good place by me that does like this teriyaki chicken and rice. It's really fucking good. I get that.
Oh boy, I'm probably gonna say something I probably shouldn't say. That I've heard that I'm probably not supposed to even know about. Y'all hate Taco Bell because you know it's terrible, but you eat it. Most people in the world, yeah. And everyone
Something like
likes
that.
Baja Blast at Drink Soda because it's
That's
fucking
true.
it's awful.
Yeah.
How long do you think fucking Baja Blast has just been at Taco Bell only, except for like during the summers, you know, when it comes out? It's got to be like 20 years or some shit now. It's been a while, right? Just take
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
It should have been like the 90s, right?
I
That's
don't
when
know,
Baja Blast came out.
so probably something like over 20 years, right? Anyway, I have
Like
good
Baja
news.
Blast has been at Taco Bell
Mm,
for as long as I can remember.
right? It's insane.
Yeah.
So their whole thing
And I
was
know most
they had
horrible.
an exclusive deal, and PepsiCo and whoever distributes it can sell it during the summers. Well, guess what? It's not exclusive anymore. Starting next year, January 1st. That's right. It's gonna be.
Is it actually going to be canned?
It's gonna be.
Like
It's
in
gonna
sold
be.
in stores?
It's gonna be sold in stores
It's
January
going to be
1st.
in everything, dude.
It's time. It's coming out again. Besides that, though, if you want to taste something that tastes exactly like Baja Blast, and you don't want to drink Pepsi, there are Coke products. If you just mix Sprite, like half of a Sprite and half of Blue Powerade, it just tastes like Baja Blast. The things Pepsi doesn't
Pretty
want you
hard
to
to
know.
do.
God fucking, I want it so bad. I'm looking forward to it, and also in fear because it's 0 sugar, and I feel like it's gonna just have an off taste while I'm drinking it.
I mean, it's going to taste like it's going to have that alcohol taste in it.
Yeah, I feel
'Cause
like
it's
it's gonna
like
be
a
like
seltzer
if
or
I
whatever.
mixed something flat with alcohol, and hopefully the alcohol would just overpower that it tastes flat.
All right. Yeah. After TwitchCon, my next trip.
the next trip.
Figure that
He's
out.
on the
Yeah.
road, boys.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're doing a Japan trip, right? In 2024.
What do you mean?
And then we have
we-
the I don't know, whoever's going, the homie Discord.
Yeah, somebody's going.
That's expensive. That's
That's
too much.
super expensive. That's way more expensive than
can't
this
drive
thing.
there.
Than this thing that I can't afford to go to now. Like Japan sounds fun, but Jesus Christ, man, ain't no way. I ain't going. there.
In April, the eclipse is happening. That's going up
Is
like
that April?
yeah,
The eclipse of
2024.
the moon or the sun.
The moon.
I mean, there's two
one
kinds.
you can see.
Wait, no. The
I can't see either.
total solar eclipse. Sorry.
A
Where you can take off your glasses and just look
eclipse of the heart.
at the sun.
Just stare at the sun and lose your
I
eyes.
do that anyway. What do you mean?
That's that's just what you do for fun in the summer.
I traveled to South Carolina for the other one that came in like 2017 or 2018. Oh my god, it's so fucking cool. It's so worth it to see.
You travel to see.
It-
No, they
it's
just
like
happen all
being-
the time.
This is the next one that's gonna happen. Like after the 2024 one is gonna happen like 60 years.
Oh,
Like after it,
Yeah, it's
it doesn't
fine.
happen over
Yeah, it's fine.
the United States that often.
yeah, it's fine. I'll just go to a different country.
I'll wait till I'm 100. It's fine.
There you go. See.
It's really fucking cool though.
They can't say once in a lifetime
Like,
if I
it's
live that long.
completely like you know how a partial solar eclipse is like kind of cool, but like
Yeah.
when you're able to take off the glasses, it looks completely different because it's like nighttime and it gets cold around you and
and
it's
the
fucking
ghosts
amazing
whisper
actually.
in your ear, and people accuse you of things. No, wait, that's something else. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Very hot. I'm already hot as fuck. It's a good start.
How?
How? I think my computer's running hotter. I can
Yeah.
hear it. So it's probably pushing out more heat. That's what I'm going with. The room's an oven, and I am a gingerbread man. Run, run, run.
Oh.
I have haste, and can't be blocked by creatures. Dude, they're coming out with Doctor Who magic cards. I'm not gonna get any of them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking fog. So I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Like for what I've seen, I'm not like an eccentric, but it looks cool.
An eccentric.
Yeah, I mean that's what most of the fans are. So I'm not that,
Yeah.
but I like it.
That tends to be
Yeah,
that tends to be fandom.
yeah, that is femdom.
You start to like something too much and you just instantly become some kind of disabled. It's
Yes.
insane. I don't know. I don't know how it happens, but it just does.
What's the last thing you became
Every time.
disabled for, MT? Give us a rundown.
Oh god.
Like League of Legends is like the main.
Get
shit.
sit on.
God damn it. I fucking
Yeah,
hate these
I'm-
seats, dude. I wish I could
I'm fucking addicted to League.
say.
When's the last time you played?
2 days ago.
What the fuck?
That's not addicted.
That's not addicted. Addicted was
Well,
today.
You hate yourself and you hate the game, so you have to take a couple days
that's-
break at a time.
No,
That's
and
the
then you
only way
always
you
go
can
back
play
to
the
it.
game.
Yeah, you have to hate yourself.
I played the game once when it came out. I was like, wow, this is awful. Why would anybody want to play this shit? It was fun the first time I played it, but then I realized that your character is just gone and you gain nothing.
So the beginning of League was so fucking bad. People love to say it was good, and then I remind them that there was a potion that lets you dodge laser hits from the base, and they shut it real quick about that. So that's one thing.
It was definitely when it first came out, it was like the worst looking MOBA.
Yeah.
There was like Heroes of New Earth and some other stuff, but League is like the only one that came out alive.
Yeah, I mean Dota's still
Except for Dota,
standing.
really,
Yeah,
but-
I mean Dota. It spawned from Dota, right? That's where the people came from.
Pretty
So,
much.
No, but so League was outside of stupid items and stupid characters in the past, League did something that was really bad that they fixed, and I'm so glad they did, and I actually can enjoy the game to an extent because of it. There were rune pages before. The old rune pages were so fucking bad because you had to buy it externally from the game that you were playing,
Yeah.
and it limited what you could do in the game, and you were hard locked to do something specific. So it was literally just you had to pay to win that, or you just fucking couldn't play on the same terms. And then you also had to get lucky and hope you weren't like let's say this is the best build for this character. Well, you pick it, and it's like, well, this other person has a thing that counters that, and there's like nothing you can do because you did only bought the one rune page, and it was so bad. But now you can switch out, and it feels a little better.
It was even worse than that too, because there was different tiers of runes, and if you didn't have all tier 3 runes, it was just like it was wasted.
Yeah, it was just a waste of money, and you had to have the other ones to do it, or you just were literally playing with like minus 30 attack in lane, and you just couldn't.
Or
do
you'd
it.
get those people who would cheese like the 1% crit at level 1.
Oh god.
So if you were like Caitlyn, and you got like a lucky headshot crit like immediately.
That wasn't
like,
even
the
the
lane
worst
was
one.
almost
It was
completely over.
it was Trendamir just critting randomly because he just came in and he had like 2% crit. So normally it just wouldn't matter if he trades, and then randomly he just gets half his fury bar, and it's like, oh well, now I just am losing. So League's a bad game, and we should never play it.
I don't understand anything y'all just said. That
League's
whole
bad.
conversation was completely lost to me.
League's bad.
'Cause I don't play it at all. I don't even watch people play it. I refuse.
I mean, I don't
World
think
is actually coming up.
it's
like,
not very fun to
pretty soon.
watch either, honestly. Not unless you're like
No, it's
watching
not.
professionals, and even then, it's like,
The only time I ever watched League,
yeah.
the only time, was when Strippin was doing his subathon.
Oh, you
and
told
he
me about this.
desperately wanted fucking people to stop giving him money.
Yeah. So he started
And
playing.
so on day like 14 or 15 or 16 or something like that, he was just like, "That's it. I'm pulling out League of Legends."
League.
And then this fucking subathon finally fucking died.
That's how you do it. That's how you kill it.
That's
how
what
you
I
kill your
watched.
stream.
Yeah, because it would kept getting down to like 1 hour or like a couple of minutes, and then some asshole would come in and be like, "Here's 500 subs or whatever."
God, I loved.
Then
I loved the that little golden age that we had recently, where everyone was doing subathons of and they were just like streaming for days straight, weeks straight, and they had to start streaming that they were sleeping and shit. And I want to say
yeah,
Ludwig, who switched to YouTube now, started it. I think he was the main one because he did it for like a month straight. And then after
I know he
that,
was like he was the big one. Yeah,
he was the big one of the big ones.
for sure.
And then after that, it was like, oh god, it was. I
Didn't
saw this clip.
XQC do one too, where it was like a crazy amount of time. It was like a week long. He got enough time on the timer.
I know XQC did one at some point because that's where the clip of him in the roller skates and his hair in a ponytail came from. I know that's what that came from. I don't know how long it was, but I know that's what it was. But there was one from Esfand, and it was I saw one clip of it, and I didn't watch any of the stream, and it literally made me want to like this guy so much more, and it was nothing he did at all. He was asleep. It was fucking hilarious. It was because what happened is he put on like a queue of videos. So he's asleep over here, and then there's like a video that's playing, and it was always like, you know, next recommended playing, next recommended playing, and it was not one. It was not the how it's made. It was the parody one. So what it was the announcer comes on and he's like,
"Oh fuck, I fucking love that one."
He's like, some people watch my videos because they're that auto plays from how it's made, and it just comes in. And
I remember this.
we're gonna play a prank on those people. On the count of 3, we're gonna scream, and then we're gonna pretend nothing happened. And he counts, and he just goes, "Oh my God, your house is on fire!" And then he's like, and the chocolate drizzles across the the candies like this, and then he's just sitting over there looking.
You see Asfan just like wake up and look at the computer in like total confusion.
It was like help or something.
fuck.
It was so fucking stupid that I like, you know what? This guy's got some content going. And then I think the next time I saw him was like one of those RP games, like Rust or something. I think he was like the sheriff there, and then like
I think that was GTA.
oh he was no, so
Could've been
he
Rust, too.
brought the character over into GTA after. He was Cornwood in that, and then I liked him
gotcha.
in that specifically because he was like the counter to XQC just for that
Oh my god! If
the role.
the origin story of Cornwood is so fucking funny because he wasn't originally a police officer, and he like
Yeah, he just showed up.
completely like gaslit his way up
Yeah.
to like the.
He's like, I'm Sheriff
like the
Cornwood,
captain.
and he's like, they're like, no, he's not. He's not sheriff. He's like, yes, I am. And that was it.
And then everybody just started believing and playing along with it, and somehow he became captain and
That's,
fucking sheriff. And then,
That's how RP should
police.
work, though.
Oh
You
my
just
God.
say it, and people have to roll with it, right?
Yeah.
That's RP. Because GTA RP is it's some kind of weird totem pole of shit.
Yeah.
So, but we won't dive into it.
I've been actually watching a lot of GTA RP.
Still, is it still going
There's
on?
a couple streamers. It actually got like a pretty good boom recently because a couple streamers that had Facebook contracts are all coming back to Twitch.
But are they
so,
still
like,
playing on the same?
If you know
no
Chain
pixel?
Gang,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah, Chain Gang is all coming back to Twitch, and there's like
I didn't know he left.
they also switched up servers, so it's actually kind of fresh
Yeah,
because the cops don't on No Pixel. The cops had like kind of like a mean mentality where they tried to always like try hard and capture the criminals. Where on this new server, they're letting the criminals like RP out certain situations and letting them get away with like certain things if they play the situation right
yeah, and that's
or funny or whatever.
that's kind of how it should work for sure. Like they shouldn't just say, "Oh, well, I'm a cop and I win." I do like it sometimes when the criminals win, but I like it when they're oh god, who was it? There was one guy, and it wasn't the clown guy, but it was a clown guy. In GTA, he was super good at driving. Like he had to literally have just an account for driving, because there's no way he could have done that otherwise. He would just literally, I think it was right after they buffed the cars, so he took it and like ran them through a bunch of containers yards, and would just hide in a spot and then chase and then get behind the cop after they're driving past him, and it was good. Because man, he knew he could get away the whole time. He was just fucking with them the whole time.
Yeah.
It was. So
I haven't
good.
watched that shit in like years.
It's I feel like GTA RPs. Now you're saying it's coming back, but like most of it has dwindled down just because they got so fed up with how No Pixel was run, and No Pixel was the big one. So
Yeah.
they've most of people search games in some way or form. Well, that's cool. Did y'all ever play GTA 5? Was that one of y'all's things?
When it
I
came
played
out.
it. I played it originally when it came out, and then I also played it a second time when it came to PC.
Wait, what'd you play it on originally then?
I played it on PS3 originally at my friend's house.
Yeah. Yeah, PS3.
That's how long it's been out. I forget every time. It feels like
yeah, it's a fucking.
feels
old
like
ass game.
Skyrim at this point. It's just been fucking out that long. Oh god. Is Starfield? Yeah.
Me and most of my friends played it back then, and then we played it like twice, and then we literally never touched it again, ever.
I mean, it's a good story, but
That's
like
how
you play a story and it's done.
That's how the
And
no, we were playing the online like,
Oh.
with each other.
what the fuck?
I remember when it first came out on PC and the online multiplayer was released.
Yeah.
They didn't put like any security shit in it, so you could literally just load up Cheat Engine, cheat yourself a whole bunch of XP and a whole bunch of money, and just like buy everything.
I feel like I
Yeah,
remember
That's
right
what me
when
and my friends did.
right when online came out, there was like some exploit with the stock market still, and you could just like transfer all your in-game money with you know how the stocks are gonna work in-game, so you could just bust it, and then it just transferred online. And I was like, oh well, why can you just have infinite money already. Oh man. What we doing? What's your favorite type of soup,
What other
MT?
games we playing? Soup?
Soup. Yeah, soup.
Soup.
Tell me soup.
Segue, baby.
Well, yeah, we're segueing
It
it.
doesn't make sense.
Does ramen count as soup? I don't know. Like a really good ramen. I feel like a really
mean, do
good
you
ramen
leave the
with,
liquid
like,
in there?
pork and
Like,
huh?
do you leave the
What do you
liquid in
mean?
there, or do you drain it?
Yeah.
Do I drink the Yeah, you have
No,
to
no.
drink the broth.
No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't.
You leave it in there.
What do you mean?
Do you? Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to. No, I'm saying does he drain it
What-
and then? Because I drain my ramen.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
drain your
same.
ramen, you don't eat
Yeah.
it in the broth?
No.
No.
What?
I guess the way you're eating
Yeah.
it sounds like soup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cooking the
I-
noodles and
I
then I'm putting the
always-
noodles in a bowl. Then I'm putting everything in it.
Yeah.
At that point, it's just pasta. It's not
Yeah, I'm
ramen
eating
anymore.
pasta. That's what I'm saying. I'm not eating soup.
Yeah, basically.
Hell no! I'm fucking. you gotta have it in the broth. It's not ramen.
I think we gave him
Unless it's in the
whiplash
broth.
because we both eat it the same fucking way. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm the normal one here. No, you're not.
No.
Not in this room.
Mm-mm. No, I don't. See the way yeah, it's probably soup to you then, but not. It's not soup though. Definitely not. Not
No.
here. Not in America. Anyway, Radcliffe, what's your soup of choice that's not ramen because it's not soup?
My soup of choice. I'll pick an actual soup, I guess. Fuck, what do I want to pick?
This man's
And
gonna say
the
minestrone.
go-to if a place. Ew, that's nasty. That shit's gross.
Oh, you're old. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. What's in it?
I'm
Oh,
old, so therefore I like something nasty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a runner-up that's also nasty that people might find nasty. Do you like New England clam chowder, like the white kind? With,
Do
like,
I
the
eat like
potato chunks?
clams? I'm gonna say no on that one, and then I'm gonna emphasize that you said clams. But go on.
New England clam chowder, like the creamy like white soup with like potato and.
Oh,
like,
I know what it is. Go on.
It's fucking good.
Continue.
I fucking like a good clam chowder. Oh, it's so fucking good.
That's an opinion. You've made two opinions already on this soup thing, and they're both wrong. But we'll move past that.
So it depends on where I'm at, because if I'm in anywhere else, then probably just a French onion soup is going to be good enough.
I think that's okay. French onion.
I like that. But if I'm where I grew up, then I'm definitely getting like a cream of crab soup.
A cream of crab.
That shit's so fucking crab
Oh, crab. Okay,
or a beer. And
that
cream
makes
of
way
crab
more
soup.
sense. I thought this was like a New York thing.
Cream
Is
of
French
crab,
onion the
yeah.
one with like that layer of cheese on the top?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's like an oversized crouton thing in the bottom of it, and then it's like a very spicy kind of soup with onions sort of in it, and then
Yeah, French
it's
onion's
got the
pretty good.
layer of cheese. Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes the bread's floating, sometimes it isn't, but that's just how it is.
Bread.
Cream of crab soup is so fucking good. Oh my god.
Where's my
But
water?
that's a very local. That's a very Maryland thing, though. That's not really anywhere else.
Is Maryland a big crab thing? Is that what that is?
Yeah. It's like I forget. I don't know. You just see it when you go to like the Eastern Shore.
Yeah.
You'll see signs that are just like home of the blue crab, which the blue crab used to be there, but it's very endangered in that area now.
What makes it blue? Is it poison?
It's literally blue.
Oh. Like cheese?
That's what makes it blue. What do you mean? What makes it blue? I don't know. Whatever the fuck makes it shell blue.
Oh, okay. It's actually okay. That makes sense.
It's literally blue.
I don't know.
And it has like it's like blue with like greenish, brownish accents. Is kind of what its color is. If
So
that
it's
makes
the
sense.
greenish blue crab. Got it.
It's pretty blue. For what crabs normally look like, it's pretty blue.
As opposed to red. Got it. So it's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, it turns red when you cook it, but
Oh,
yeah.
so it's just raw. It's raw crab.
Yeah, when it's alive, yeah, it's very raw. When it's alive.
Yo, that steak over there is raw. It's moving at you. Huh?
It's mooing. Jesus Christ.
Sit down, bitch.
Oh my god, dude. This fucking seat.
I love it. Would you be
tired,
happy to
man.
know that these are the better seats, MT? This I had another one that was literally the hip box was literally my whole character, and I don't know how. I could not do anything. It was great. Ah. Anyway,
Oh man, I'm fucking tired. Man, doing this after working's rough.
we could have waited a little
My
longer.
brain is yeah.
We might have to wait a little. We might have to
It's
push
alright.
back 30 minutes next week. Then
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't. We won't figure it out. We'll be stupid.
No, we won't. No,
Yeah.
we'll wait till the last second.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, because it took me like 20 minutes to get home. Like we're a little bit over that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was
I
like,
didn't.
didn't
I
you say
didn't
get
see
off
your
at
message
5:30?
until. I didn't see your message until I was home, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah, I was like, is he? All right, whatever. Oh god.
You know what fucking sucks? I'm moving in with my mom again next month
Why?
to save some money. Like, right now my place is just so expensive. It's just like I can't save anything right now
Mm.
because I want to buy a house so bad.
To live in and not rent. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking rough. The mortgage rates went up to like 8% a
That's
couple days ago.
That's some bullshit. I'm glad I don't live in that world.
They're gonna go up. They're gonna go up more. So
Glad I don't live in that world.
I want that. That's why I want to save money now. So when the housing
Yeah,
market
this
collapses,
motherfucker-
I
Why don't you just
like,
move somewhere
Motherfucker bought
else?
his house.
Yeah, just move somewhere else where it's
Yeah,
cheaper.
true.
I can't. I wish I could move out of New Jersey. I can't. My business is here. I can't do anything about it.
His other houses. you
I
see.
could. I could move my business, but then like
Yeah.
Sell your Bitcoin.
I don't know. Like
It's
funny,
too late.
funny story about that is I actually had to sell a little bit of it to like renovate this entire fucking building. Like last year I got the roof replaced.
Yeah, I remember
I
you telling me.
bought all new floors for the place.
You got cabinets too, right?
I bought all new appliances. Yeah, kitchen cabinets, countertops. I redid the entire thing,
Yeah, just sell it.
and that like wiped out all my savings.
Here's what you do: you sell the houses, and then you use that money to buy a house somewhere else, and then you just live there. Then you get a different job.
True. I don't know.
Like how much a house cost there?
It makes good money. Like okay, so like a 2-bedroom house around here is probably around like 450 to 500, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I was honestly expecting to be higher, but I think that's because I hear
I could
California
get-
people tell me about how much their shit costs. And that's
I
insane.
can get like
yeah,
a
it's not
condo, like a
California.
1-bedroom condo for like 375.
That's way too fucking
That's
much.
so dumb.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking bad. Like with an 8% interest rate too, it's like
okay. Let me
the
put it this
monthly
way.
payment on it is like more than what I'm
So you
paying
said
right
a
now. I'm already
bedroom
paying
condo.
1,800.
You said a one bedroom condo.
one-bedroom condo.
is $375. Okay, so
Just about.
so here's what you gotta do. You gotta add 2 more rooms, add 2 bathrooms, and then cut that price in half, and that's where I live.
Yeah, like here
Honestly-
I could get a house for like a big house, like like several floors, like 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, like a garage that you can park 2 cars
fucking
in,
wish.
Dude, I have a
and it's
driveway
like
with a
200
cover ring,
200,000.
and it's one.
Oh yeah, and get land here too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I own my backyard and everything past it by a good bit. It's on a hill, so nobody's gonna contest that land. But it's yeah. I got yeah. Don't live there. That sounds like a terrible idea. Just move somewhere
Yeah, it's
where
it's
people
bad.
are nice and don't talk to you that much. Well, they do talk to you. They talk to you way too much. and sometimes your neighbors mow your grass, and all you gotta deal with is a
But
little
they
bit
don't
of
ask you for
bigotry.
shit. That's the best. That's the best neighbor. Is the neighbor who doesn't ask you for shit.
They don't ask you, but they offer.
Oh my god. Yeah, true.
This, my neighbor already asked. She comes over and she asks me for cigarettes all the time.
See, that's because you're a fucking
You know,
mark.
you
at
know
that
who
point.
asked me for cigarettes? Homeless people in parking lots, and that's it. And then I tell them to go fuck off. Those are the only people that have ever asked me for cigarettes. But I mean, I guess it helps that I'm
I
not
go,
smoking.
I don't smoke, and then they instantly forget that I even exist.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm like, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I
Hey
want.
man, can I bum a cigarette or $1? I don't smoke or carry money on me, and I'm blind. And then I walk away.
Then you're just a ghost to them. At that
Yeah.
point. That's it.
Oh, so nice.
She asked me to take her to the liquor store one time too. Of
That's-
course, I did that because I'm a nice guy.
See, that's the problem. You can't
Yep.
give them what they want,
Mark.
or they'll want more.
I know.
It's a mouse and a cookie, you know. You give a mouse a cookie, you're gonna splash coffee in his face, and he's gonna say, "I'm sorry." Can't do it.
To be honest, I'd like to buy her house because it's like a double lot. She has like a. It used to be like a farm, so she's got like a kind of a small house, but her backyard is fucking huge, and
Y'all
it
have
extends
farms
way
there?
back. In New Jersey, yeah, it's called the Garden State, bro.
Yeah, but I thought that was just a meme because there's no
That's
gardens.
a different thing. Okay, so once you go far enough away from the fucking New York
Trash.
City,
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
it's
once you go
it's
inland
basically
and up north a bit,
Pennsylvania. It's pretty much
Yeah.
what it is.
With a cake shop, right?
It's a really phony
they got
state.
like farmlands and shit. And
I've never heard of any farms in anywhere like that. I just assumed that was a lie. Like, what are they growing up there?
The cities don't take up a whole lot of space, and then it's not a city; it's a fucking farm. That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like a farm like not too far away from me. You can buy like fresh eggs and shit. It's kind of nice actually.
I could just do that here. Like anywhere.
I mean,
I
I used
go
to
flea
live
market.
where I could walk out my door and walk across my driveway and just steal corn. 'Cause it was just growing right there, literally right
Corn.
there. Because they would grow it all the way up to the property line, which was like 2 feet away from the driveway.
That seems pretty
It's like,
stupid.
okay, all right. Yeah, so we just, you know what?
Seems like
They
a waste
can't
of
see
water.
because it was so far away from their house. So it would just be like, oh, it was. Dude, they were even planting it underneath like a tree. Didn't even make sense.
Thank you for the first
So
sub.
the corn was like literally half the size as
Matt,
the
thank
rest
you.
of the shit that could actually have sunlight.
I got my first
Sir
sub.
Rocket.
Yay. That's my friend. My IRL friend.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, he gets the first badge too.
He gets the founder badge.
Oh, speaking of which, I might have
Founder
my Prime
badge.
sub up. I could probably sub to you.
This guy. He gonna be a
Let's.
guest and a thing. I'm dying.
He said, "Let's
He's gonna say fucking go.
let's
Let's so. Let's go. Let us go.
He had one opportunity.
Opportunity.
He had one opportunity
Only comes 3 times. Thanks, MT.
and blew it. Fucking mom spaghetti.
Yo, did y'all's mom make any kind of pasta like that? Like that? They're like, this is my food.
Yeah.
I'm making it. Don't say mom spaghetti.
Oh wait, what?
Like for real. My mom made like spaghetti.
Oh, you mean like a food
Salad.
that they made that was like their
Yeah.
specialty kind of?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me think.
My aunt makes pretty good lasagna. She also makes tiramisu, which is pretty good.
Bruh, my brother used to make lasagna, and I made it with him. That shit takes so fucking long, because you gotta cook all those fucking noodles independently. Oh, it's so good. Oh,
I remember her chocolate chip cookies being fucking money.
damn. I ain't had a
But
good
honestly,
chocolate chip
that's
cookie in a
like-
minute. Yeah.
That's like more than 20 years ago. So.
Oh,
I
well,
literally
yeah, I
can't
mean,
remember.
you know what? I forgot. I'm sorry I asked. I
Actually, it's almost 25 years ago at this point. Holy shit.
I literally forgot. My bad. God. Anyway.
We're off to a. This is a good one.
Let me tell you, I assume you smoke then, if somebody's asking you for cigarettes.
My landlord smokes. I don't, but
Why would somebody ask you
Now
for
he just-
cigarettes then? And not tell them
my
you don't
God,
smoke?
this-
because she's just used to coming over and asking. So
Do you just keep a
she
pack
just
for
rings
her?
both doorbells and
Oh. So she's just knocking on every door. Anyone got a cigarette up there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I think you need to tell the bitch to fuck off. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, I'm too
Before you
nice to
do
do
that,
that.
You in the
Before you
you
do
in the
that-
wrong part of the world to be too nice. You need to be
You need to
down here if you're
conspire
doing
to
that.
commit some kind of. That's surely something that's a crime. You have to somehow get her house. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, but don't
But-
commit a crime. But something like a crime.
Oh, it'll probably be a crime.
No,
By the
no.
end
There's
of
no
it, it'll
crimes here.
probably be a
We're
crime.
not committing crimes. But commit a crime. But in a video game. Real life.
Yeah.
Real. Don't send classified documents to War Thunder. Don't do it for real. God, I saw they put that. Did y'all see that tweet? That shit's funny as hell. They said,
Yeah.
"This is not reverse psychology. Do not send us classified documents."
It's like the 12th time
It's a felony.
classified documents have been leaked on there.
Every
Yeah,
time.
Because people are arguing about like specifications of planes and shit.
Yeah, and
And,
so
like, where
so
the
somebody's
actual
just
guns are
like
located.
somebody's like, yeah, no, this is accurate, and then they just slide the document across the table, and it's like, how do you have this?
Dude, because that's the kind of game where somebody who is like disabled about airplanes or ships or whatever, that's the kind of game that they would play.
The problem is, it's the same kind of problem that like truck driving simulators have. It's something that your brain is used to, so it numbs in. So that's the thing you want to look at all the time. So these military people will play War Thunder, and then truck drivers will play truck driving, and oh my god, and then they just get into a comfort zone.
Have you ever seen the setups those people have for the truck driving simulators?
Yes.
Oh my god, they're fucking nuts.
The
They
people
have
with
like
the fucking monitors are wrapped around
Yes.
them.
they have like a whole like a whole cab built in their fucking living room where it has like all the switches and
Yeah.
everything.
One of
It's
you
fucking
smells like
crazy.
cheese.
And then
I'm gonna
they'll
be
even
honest.
have like
Oh, it's me. I smell like cheese. Go on.
it's him. They'll even have like where their monitors like hit another monitor, so there's a stop point. They'll have that be the post inside the truck, so like the view is like completely like it makes sense that there's
Yeah.
a break there because
Yeah.
that's where the
Yes.
that's where like the pillar is in the truck. It's
I have
fucking
a
ridiculous.
I know a guy, and I guess we're kind of friends. He used to play this gacha game that I played, and I ran a guild. And then he did it apparently because he gets sponsored to play it, and I was like, what the fuck you used to get sponsored? And he was a streamer, and his streamer's bigger now. He plays Truck Driving Simulator. Let me tell you, that's literally his situation. He has an eye tracking thing going on, so you can see him looking at the fucking other monitor in the rearview mirror. It's fucking. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's so good.
That would be so good.
It's funny to watch. I admire that kind of commitment,
So
but I could never do it.
I used to play a lot of Euro Truck simulator, a lot, and it was something I even streamed years and years ago. People actually watch that shit. I don't even know why, dude.
Dude, it's
Doesn't even make any
mind numbing.
sense.
They like it. I'm telling you,
You have like 25 people watching you.
because the
fucking
guy that I
deliver.
see play it, he always has like at least 30 people watching him, and then I go in and
Yeah, it
then
makes no
it's
sense.
literally only trucking people. They know that's them.
Yeah.
That's who wants to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you do this all day anyway?
But the thing with that was the most annoying part of that game was like turning to look at stuff
Yeah.
by far, because it's not intuitive. Like when you're actually driving, you're like your head's like
It stays.
in a space,
Yeah.
so it makes sense for you to be look. But in the video game, if you just turn to the left, your dumbass will just keep looking that way. And like trying to center up your fucking camera like back to where it makes sense is like it's not. It just ain't normal.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the eye tracking thing must come in really handy. It's
Yeah.
I like that for him. What I don't like is not talk trash about that one thing, but it's from this company called Toby, and they're really good at eye tracking, but they're the company who has eye tracking rights, which means if you put in something in like a system or a game that has eye tracking, like some VR systems like this,
Oh, yeah.
you
gotta pay
have
for
to
them,
have their
for
rights,
licensing.
and if
Oh,
you don't,
shit.
you can't use it if it uses about the same technology, or you have to make a new way. Which is actually why a lot of VR stuff doesn't have eye tracking, because they have to literally reinvent the fucking wheel on it.
It's all right. We got AI now. Just go to fucking Chat GBT and be like, "Hey, write me up some code for eye tracking
I wish that shit actually
that
made
doesn't
sense.
violate this
It sends back. I
whatever,
can't. That's
this,
against the rules.
copyright."
Okay, but what if it's not against the rules now? And it's like, oh, okay, that
Now,
makes sense.
now role play. Now we're role playing.
Yeah,
We're role playing that's not a law.
That's how it works, right?
So now do it.
Every time I've seen
That
it,
does work
yeah,
sometimes.
it's like,
That does work
hey,
sometimes.
how do you make meth? And it's like, I can't tell you. That's illegal. It's like, meth's legal now. It's like, oh, okay, here you go.
Yeah, some of them you got to train a little bit harder than that, but yeah, that was definitely one of the first iterations where it was just like you just could tell it things and it would just be like, "Oh, okay,
No, that
people
makes
don't
sense.
lie to me."
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I should have just told you.
Sometimes you got to like schmooze the AI with some of the later iterations where
Yeah,
you got
you
to
gotta
like
rizz it up.
literally gaslight it. Yeah. Combination of gaslight and riz. And then eventually it'll give you what you want.
I heard Riz has been added to the dictionary, so that's cool.
I hate that. I hate that.
It's just a shortened version of charisma, right? That's all it is.
Yes, that's literally what it is. But the way people use it is so ridiculous.
With
I remember the first
Riz.
time I heard it, I was like, "What the fuck are you even talking about?"
Yeah,
It's fucking Zoomer shit.
dude, it is. I'm so glad I'm not a Zoomer. MT, you're like 30 now,
Mm.
almost. Next year? Is that it?
I turned 30 in August. Last
Turn-
August.
That's right. You already turned 30. Everyone's old here. Everyone, but mostly Radcliffe.
Yeah, I'm definitely not old. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not old. You're a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You grind your own coffee beans? Has anyone ever done that? I used to see like
Yeah.
my dad did that shit in like when they had them in the stores, you know. God, a long time
Oh
ago.
no, I would just.
I used to love walking past that because it used to smell so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just buy like a little spice grinder, like I don't know, like
Oh.
$10 spice grinder, like an electric one, and grind it up. I'm not gonna do that with. You see some of those people that make coffee where they're like measuring shit by the gram and shit, and like.
They got the fucking
No.
electric scale out. They go in, they go,
No.
they boil their water
They
to
have,
a
like, the
certain
French press
temperature.
and everything.
Yeah.
No.
You have to, like, wet the
That
paper
shit's so
first.
fucking stupid. Yeah, because one of my friends was like that, and we were drinking, and I was tired of drinking, so I was kind of shutting off for the night. But we were still hanging over at his house,
Yeah.
so everybody's lit, and
It's lit.
he's just like, "Hey man, let me make you the best cup of coffee you're ever gonna have in your life." And I was like, all right, I could go for some coffee, I guess.
Yeah.
The fucking tools that this motherfucker brought out. And he's
It's a
like
fucking
explaining the
procedure.
science, and he's like telling
Yeah,
me a
let it
story while
breathe.
he's doing it, and I just want the coffee. And I'm like,
It took like an hour.
and I'm just trying not to. I'm trying not to make a bad comment because I do want this cup of coffee at this point.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about his story at all.
I'm
In
hoping
fact,
it's
I want to
good
mock him
at this
for it.
point. Was it the best cup of coffee you've ever had in
And-
your life?
It was just a cup of coffee. I don't know, dude. Like he was just like, it's like this takes away all the bitterness, and I was like, I mean, coffee's supposed to to be bitter.
Yeah, that's why it's
I
black,
don't
right?
know.
It's it's black coffee because it's bitter, right? That's the thing. You don't
I-
add sugar and cream.
No, I didn't add anything to it either.
Yeah.
I just drank it because I don't really add anything to coffee if I'm gonna have it.
This
I don't
man's
have that
using
much of it
special
usually, so-
beans he got from Colombia. He literally
Yes,
flew down.
They're like special. They're like beans that were roasted less than he doesn't keep them for any more than like 6 days or something like
What
that.
the fuck is this
Like,
guy
after they're
doing with his
roasted.
beans?
Dude, I don't know. He just buys them in really small quantities. Then he has this like special grinder he uses,
He
and
has
then he
to.
has like
I've
this.
heard that's like the biggest difference is if you grind your beans fresh than if you have them pre-ground.
Well, that's the
I've
only.
heard that
That's
makes,
what
like,
I
the-
would do because
Yeah.
that does make
Yeah.
a difference. But it barely makes.
But then
a
he
difference,
does
to
this
be
all this
honest.
extra shit. What the fuck?
Yeah. The way that I see it is it's money savings. I can buy a big ass bag of fucking coffee beans that are going to be pretty good for a long time, and then I grind them right before I use them.
Yeah.
So then I don't have to. Then I don't. If I like, because if you buy like a big thing of coffee that's already pre-ground, it's like as soon as you crack open the thing, the timer starts, and then like
Yeah. It's
you're
like
about
opening
halfway
the
through it,
bread.
and you're like, okay, I kind of don't
The
want
second
coffee
it's
anymore.
exposed, it's
Yeah.
worse. Oh man,
Yeah.
I have. How long do you think a bag of rice lasts? Like, would you say a year's?
What do you mean when it's dry?
Yeah, when it's dry.
As long as it doesn't get wet, pretty much forever.
Okay, good. Because I've had the same bag of rice for like a year and a half, just sitting.
I mean, where
Yeah,
you
right.
live, if there's not AC in your house at any point, it's gonna get wet.
But there's always AC in my house because
It's
I
like the
would
same
die
thing with
otherwise.
pasta, right? As long as it's dry, it's like
Yeah, when things are dehydrated, they just last forever.
I'm just kind of worried. Like, I've heard that there's a certain kind of bug. I don't. It's not a. Is it a mite or something that will get into pasta that's
All you
dry?
have to do is, well, you wash your
Just-
rice before you cook it. So, not with soap and water, but like you just like put it in a fucking, like a sieve of some kind that doesn't let the rice go through. Like a calendar's not going to do it because usually the holes are too
Yeah,
big.
the holes are
but-
too big. What's a sieve? You
Yeah.
mean like it's? I don't know what that means.
like a mesh sieve.
Oh,
Like
I don't think I have one of those.
you could even just do it in like a regular bowl because you could just like swish it around and just have the water like
that's
come over
true.
the top
Yeah,
of
you
the
could
bowl.
do that too.
Oh.
Because the rice is going to sink to the bottom.
Oh, I could just wash
my
it in the
God.
pot itself and then like drain it with the lid. Then that would work.
Yeah. That's usually what that's usually how they're set up anyway.
Oh, okay, I can do that then.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because they'll make them with like a special lid or some shit, where it's like got like a little vent or something on it. You can just be like,
Thank you for passing the banana. Y'all ever seen? Have I ever seen one? Y'all ever seen one of those people in the banana costumes? I don't know if I have. You know, like the peanut butter jelly guy. You know what I'm talking about.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know what I'm
I
talking about.
don't know what
The, like
fuck are you
the
talking
dance a
about.
banana thing from Peanut Butter Jelly Time, where there's a guy wearing a fucking costume.
Yeah, I remember that meme from the early.
But have you ever seen a person in real
God,
life wearing a
late
banana
90s.
costume?
No, I don't
I've
think
seen a
I
bunch
have.
of people in like the fucking wacky inflatable tube man thing, like those costumes. I've seen a bunch of those.
It's a costume now?
It's
I
like
mean,
a
everything.
yeah. It's just
Listen,
it's just like a sheet you put over yourself and then you just like wave around like crazy.
Is that like the old Among Us
It's like
costume?
those. No, it's like one of those. It's like one of those things where you put it outside of like a used car dealership.
No, I know what a wacky waving inflatable flailing arm tube man is. No, I'm saying I'm trying to figure out how the costume works. Is it like are they just
You, it has no air component to it. It doesn't have any fans.
They just
It's
wearing long
you,
sleeves?
like waving around.
No. I used to when I sold fireworks, we had to put them outside. So I've seen one of those. Not the people, the machine. It's just a fan. Mun.
just a fan.
Yeah, I'm number one fan. You know what they say. God, y'all ever play any deck building games? I love those fucking things. Like a real life one, not like a Slay the Spire or some shit. Like, have y'all ever done anything like that?
There was this board game that I played with my friends a long ass time ago. It was kind of like that. I don't remember the name of it, but you built like this long ass spell of just like random different shit.
Oh, I know what
God,
you're
what the
talking
fuck was the
about.
name of it?
I don't remember either.
it was a really good game too.
It probably had some dumb name like what is it, Veni Vidi Vici or whatever the fuck that
What?
thing is. It's like one of those Alakazam kind of bullshit names,
Oh. Hmm.
or it's like 3 words. Yeah, you would try to cast like a really the most potent spell or some shit. I don't know. There was like rules on them.
All right, now I'm
It had
going.
like colors and like
wait,
different
wait.
bonus effects too,
What did you
and they
What did
chain
you ask
together.
me? Have I ever played a deck building game?
Yeah. So what it does is,
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
no, fucking not that. No, I mean, like it'll be I want to say it's like a board game. It doesn't need to have a board though, and what'll be is you'll have starting cards that will suck, and then there'll be a deck, and then there'll be like a lineup you play or buy stuff from, and you improve your deck as you're going, and then at the end of the game, you want to get rid of at some point you want to like discard your like basic cards that your deck starts with. Like you usually start with like 7 cards that have no value, and you want to get like cards that are worth a lot of value, stuff like that. Like I've played like a Cartoon Network
There was
one,
a card game that was really fun. I'm trying to remember what it was called, but it was basically like, there were sort of like, they were like, you get these like little evolutions of things, and they were themes. There was like a red. There was all the colors. There was like red, blue, green.
Those are all the colors.
There was a gray one as well.
That's not.
There was a bunch of colors.
Okay.
But they would all have sort of like thematic evolutionary abilities. They would give you like plus some points or minus some points or whatever. And God, I wish I could have it. And basically the stage of the game would go like things would continuously happen, and then there would be a cataclysm, and then a couple more things would happen, and then there'd be a cataclysm. And all these things would be like random, kind of.
Yeah.
They'd be like random disasters would happen to force like certain traits to be better than other traits, or completely eliminate certain traits just because of like things that happen. And then at the end of the game, you just had to have the most points. It was that kind of. But I can't remember what the card game was, but it was super fun. Fuck.
How long ago was this?
Another really.
What it was.
Have you guys ever played
like
Sheriff of Nottingham?
Ago.
Where
yeah,
maybe
basically one person is the sheriff, and you have to either smuggle like contraband, or you can like do business legitimately. You have to get it past the sheriff. So like, if you had like 3 chicken cards, you could put it in your envelope, and then you could set it down and say to the sheriff, "Oh, I don't have any contraband in my thing," and then the sheriff would have to decide whether he looks through your stuff. And if you didn't have contraband, then you get like points or whatever. But if you did have contraband, you could say to the sheriff, "Listen, I have contraband in my envelope. Can I sneak it past you?" And then you could like bribe the sheriff to get it past
so you can
him and stuff.
lie, or you can bribe him.
You can lie. It's like kind of like a social manipulation game where
I love those.
you can like you can either trick the sheriff, or you can bribe him, or just like
hope.
Because if he looks through your pack and you don't have any contraband, then the sheriff gets in trouble. But if you do, then the contraband and the entire thing gets taken away from you.
I feel like
that.
I understand what you're saying. I feel like that doesn't make sense that he would get in trouble for looking when you didn't have contraband, though.
It was like an illegal search or something like that. It was like the sheriff got like some kind of penalty if you didn't have any contraband. But you could lie to the sheriff and try to get him to look through your stuff if you had it.
Yeah. I have contraband in here. Don't look in it. It's just chickens. Or what? No, that's it. Then you don't have to bribe them.
And then there was like different categories of stuff too. So if you had like the most amount of fruit, or the most amount of like farm animals, or the most amount of contraband, then you'd get certain points at the end of the round. And then the sheriff would change players.
It's good. Nice. And you knocked your coffee off. It is the spooky month. Do y'all have a scary movie y'all want to watch this? Wait, is Friday the 13th this year? On October? Wait. No. Is it?
Maybe.
Hold on.
Oh my god, it
might
is.
be.
It is?
It might be. Yeah.
There's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's like Monday. No, it's like Tuesday. No, it's like Monday. Is
No,
it?
it's Friday the
Fuck are
13th.
you?
What
Shut
the
the
fuck?
fuck up.
No, it's Friday. No, it's Friday. All right. What's the scary movie of choice? What we doing?
I don't really.
You don't watch
It's
scary
not
movies?
really a thing I do.
No, I mean, you don't
Not
gotta
really.
watch it for the fucking Friday.
We should
13th.
do that. We should do like a scary movie marathon.
While I'm at work.
Yeah.
When? Okay.
Yeah, when
while
you're not
you're at
around.
Bro, I swear to God, people will say, "Hey, let's watch a movie on Friday or Saturdays," and I'm like, I'm at work though.
You're like, when?
Like what? They're like, "Why don't we do it Sunday?" And I'm like, "Well, that's like the one day I have to do stuff, so no." 'Cause then I have to like spend time with JLo because, other reasons. But
How come Jaylee's not on this podcast?
it's
Oh God.
2 a.m.
Well, Plouf was here.
Yeah, but Plouf's a degenerate without a job.
Okay, that's fair.
And JLo has like a career, so
Oh yeah, that's an advanced job.
yeah, unfortunate.
What does Jaylee do?
He works in a
Oh.
air traffic control tower. He's not a air traffic guy,
Oh shit.
but he's in the tower somewhere doing something with on a computer. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Top secret stuff, That means I'm not entirely sure. I'm not.
God, I'm trying to find this card game because I don't know how to. How do you look up card games?
Cataclysm, card game. There you go. Found it for you. We don't fact check here. Damn. Well, maybe. You're never gonna find it. MJ, did you got any tattoos, my dude? You a tattoo guy?
I don't.
No.
The only tattoo I ever wanted was a Shadow of the Colossus weak spot tattoo when I was in like middle school. It's like it's kind of like it's like an obscure video game reference where
I mean, I know the
it's just
game.
like a symbol.
I don't know what the symbol looks like, but because I didn't play it, but I know what the game is. It looked like a fun game. That's the one with like that. They're like Titan kind of creatures, and you crawl on their backs and kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that game was so fucking good.
So they made it
I
into a
played the
TV
shit out of
show.
that with my friend.
it's called Attack on Titan. Get this: the weak spot's always
Yeah,
on the back of their neck.
that was one of those games that it literally didn't tell you anything about how to play it ever
Yeah.
in the game. At no point did it ever hold your hand. So I ended up beating the game, but I didn't even realize that there were even things in the game that you could like do.
You mean
like-
besides
Yeah, there
kill
was
people?
like after you beat the game, there were time trials, and then you could get like super items. Like it was
Like
actually
I didn't
really
even realize
cool.
you could upgrade your character
What?
at all.
How
Like
did
apparently
you have
could
to
like
do it?
kill lizards or whatever
Oh, what the fuck?
to get stuff.
New
Thing in the
tech?
game.
All right. If you say so.
Didn't know when I played it. I just played it like as base character from the beginning.
Yeah, level 1. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I too play Dark Souls without upgrading my weapons and my.
Yeah, fuck all that. I don't hate myself that much. I'm not a League of Legends kind of player, you know. Let's see. There has to be a way to fucking find this card game.
It's not real. You're making it up.
I just wish I can.
I've always wanted to play Secret Hitler, but I've never found a group of players.
Yeah, that's fun.
I've
it's
wanted
fun
to
to
play
play.
it that one time I saw it. I saw Moon play it, and I was like, "Ooh, this is
Yeah.
fun." And then I forgot the rules already.
But we played once, dude. There was a group of us that used to play. It was back when I was going to the other TwitchCon because we actually played it at the TwitchCon. I forget which one. 2015, I forget which one. Because because there was a group of us, and we actually had the card game, and we were playing it in real life with each other. But
Yeah.
some people are too they get too sweaty, and getting sweaty over Secret Hitler is a weird thing to experience.
Yeah, because then it's just a
Because
fun
some
game.
people, it's like some people become like professional lawyers, like at some point, like in the middle of the card game, where you're like trying to evaluate whether or not somebody's lying to you, and I'm just like, what
They're
is
like every
happening right
time
now?
you lie,
This isn't
your
fun.
left eye twitches. It's like what? What?
I found the game I was talking about. It's called Epic Spell Wars.
Never
It
heard
had some
of it.
really cool art, actually.
All right,
Epic Spell Wars.
we're gonna
That sounds right, because I think I played that.
put that one on the
One
back
of my
burner and
friends.
try to play it later. I know you can play Secret Hitler on like what Tabletop Simulator or something.
Yeah, it's definitely there. And there's Tabletop Simulator is pretty nice because people program the games in. They're not just like there.
Yeah.
So some people, if you find the right ones, they'll be like programmed to function correctly. So they'll be like the turns will happen, the pieces will move.
Yeah,
how
you
they're
don't have to
supposed
guess.
move.
It just works automatically.
Prompts. Yeah, instead of it just being literally a deck of cards sitting on the table, it's actually like a functional thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like hit a button that says next round.
Oh,
and it
I used to
starts.
play Tabletop Simulator with my friends a lot.
I've never
And
played it.
not having it set up, there's just so much scuff that can go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Because it's all like physics based. So
I love throwing
Yes.
things through the table like this.
And then if you forget to turn off the table flip, if you forget to turn that off.
oh,
some
that sounds
asshole-
fun. That's-
Yeah.
oh god, nice. MT, give me a question. I need a question from you, my dude.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Uh-oh. Put him on the spot.
Hey man, that's how you make them good.
what was the last movie that you actually enjoyed?
Oh fuck. I have to think of the movies.
Oh, you're
I've
just
seen.
like MT, or just like ATK is just like MT. It's amazing.
What? Oh, what? What? Oh,
The last time that a random question was asked, ATK asked me, what was the last movie that I enjoyed?
God. Oh God, I have to think of all the. I feel like I've seen a lot of movies recently that I don't remember just off the top of my head. Like I'd remember if I looked at a list of them, but I. Oh God, to tell me.
So the last movie I saw that was actually really good, which actually completely blew me away. I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it was the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. No.
That movie is actually insanely good.
Tell you what, I'll tell you the last movie that I thought was amazing that I can remember that I saw, and that was Hamilton, and that was stunningly good. I was surprised by how much I liked it, because I like musicals every now and then, but it was very good. It's very good. Like, there's
I think the last musical I saw was Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd's amazing too, honestly though.
I hate musicals. God, I hate them.
Do you like Johnny Depp?
He's all right.
See, then you shouldn't see Sweeney Todd because that's the only two things in the movie.
he's an actor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Edward Scissorhands. He was he
Yeah.
Beetlejuice too?
No,
Who-
different guy.
Who the hell was? Okay,
The guy. I think the guy who played Beetlejuice was Batman. Back in the day, I think. I think that's correct.
There was a movie where
George Clooney.
no. There was a
It's
movie
not
where
George Clooney. What
where
was his name? Michael Keaton or whatever.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
Beetlejuice, I think.
there was a movie where
And then
Johnny
he played Batman too.
there's a movie where Johnny Depp was a vampire. And
I think that was the Batman with the nipples.
oh, I know which one you're talking about. now.
Twilight?
No, not Twilight. No, it was
God.
some house vampire thing. I don't know what it's called, but it was based on a TV show that he was also in when he was younger. So it was pretty good. It reminded me of so it reminded me of this movie but it's not stupid. Like it reminded me of like the live action Casper, where they're just interacting with people, and then it's kind of they like live alongside them, kind of thing. It was that, but not a child's movie, kind of thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called. These aren't names. We're never gonna get these names out. But it's fine.
Oh shit.
Go.
Speaking of Casper, I remember for Christmas when I got my PS2. That was the game my parents got me.
That was a game?
Yeah, they had a Casper game. Holy shit. That brings back memories.
What the
Maybe I
fuck-
should go back and play it.
What the fuck happened in Casper the video game? I've never heard of this game.
I don't know. It was like a 3D adventure game.
You said PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
Tell you what,
I don't remember that game being good though.
you know what game I really liked on, hold on, I think it was original PlayStation. You know the Jim Carrey Grinch movie? There was a video game based on that, and it was an amazing platformer for PlayStation for no reason at all. You could control the dog. You had to do missions around town. Some of them were in the movie, some weren't. There was like something about like there was like one thing where you had to fuck up the mail, just like in the movie. But there was another thing in town where you had to like chisel up a sculpture and like make it fucking look funny or something. So, or something.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good mechanics, and the whole premise of it was like he had a bunch of blueprints for evil plans he was gonna do with evil machinery, and then they like blew away. So you had to go get the blueprints, and as you're getting them, you unlock new weapons and techniques, and it was really good. I liked it.
I remember getting when I got my PlayStation, because for the longest time we only got Nintendo systems.
Yeah.
And then we got for one Christmas or something. Maybe it was my birthday. I don't remember. This is a long ass time ago. I got like a PlayStation like a couple years after it had already been out. So PlayStation 2 was like around the corner basically. But my parents didn't realize that you needed like a memory card
Yeah.
to like save games.
Oh yeah, I hate
It was
to
like
see
a
it.
new concept.
Yeah.
So I got like I forget. I don't know what any of my other games were. We didn't get that many. Maybe a couple of games here and there. But like one of the first games that I got was like Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, which is a great game.
But you had to play it from.
But
beginning
imagine
every
trying
time.
to play like a long form sort of role playing platformy game.
When they
And you
say-
can't save. So every fucking time I gotta start from the fucking beginning. It's like literally playing an NES game,
Yeah.
except it's 20 hours long instead of like, a manageable few hours if you wanted to beat it.
That's great.
Oh my god, dude.
He leaves it on overnight. He's like, this way, no way, nothing will happen. Goes to school the next day, comes back, boom, somebody turned it off. You love to see
I did
it.
that. Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, that's
That's happened.
I've seen that happen before.
hmm
You hate to see it.
You have to like smuggle like leaving shit on. You have to like put the
You have to put a
system
shirt
onto
over
TV
the light.
that people are probably not gonna watch.
Yeah.
And like they're not gonna come in there and fuck around. But nope, every single time. Nope, somebody comes in and fucks around.
Yeah.
They're like, I couldn't
remember-
figure out. And I'm just like, but it's not even on channel 3, dude. It's not even like that. There's like a video option on the fucking TV. You just have to change it over to the fucking normal channels. You can watch cable. And they were like, I couldn't figure it out, so I just unplugged everything.
I just
Oh,
unplugged everything. I reset all the
literally-
channels again.
Yeah.
I
something
remember
like
my
that it was.
sister. I was playing through Majora's Mask. I was in the water temple, and for some reason my sister deleted my save file. Oh my god, I was so fucking pissed at her. And I never played it again after she deleted my save. I was like, fuck this.
Dude, Majora's Mask was the video game in the Legend of Zelda series that made
That's
me
true.
hate it.
Oh, yes.
The whole series.
I can see that.
Like it soured it so bad. I hated the fucking moon. I hated that mechanic. And I realized that it like changes as you go on, like after the fact. But back in the day, I was like, nope, this is ruined now. This is terrible. This is not a fucking. This is not a. I was disabled about Zelda games back in the day. Okay, so like,
You love
let
it.
me
Yeah.
be.
Oh,
but like, fuck. When that mechanic got introduced, I was like, this. I don't know what they did. This is garbage. This is hot trash. But the thing is that for the problem is that for a lot of people that was like their first Zelda game that they might have played.
mm.
Yeah, me and my cousins played through all of Ocarina of Time. We actually beat Ocarina of Time. Oh God, that game was
great.
fucking
I-
amazing.
I didn't
That's
play it
what-
until I got a 3DS,
what-
and then I was like, "Oh, this is fun." And then I played it for all of like a few hours because I was like,
Dude.
you know, already over 20 years old, and
like-
I was like, I can't play it anymore. I ran out of time.
Because like I had like so I had the original Legend of Zelda, and I had both the funny gold copy, and I had like a regular
I know what you mean.
gray one.
I still have my holographic Majora's Mask copy.
But I love that game, and then I was one of the sickos who actually even liked Zelda 2, which most people didn't like back in the day.
I don't even know what
I
Zelda
thought
2
that game was
was.
fucking great.
What?
It's like a side scroller kind of game.
Oh.
Zelda 2: The Adventure. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that really
you, like,
really
level up
shitty
and
one.
stuff?
It's like it's so weird.
No, it's great. It's fucking great. And it introduced so many fucking mechanics into the game that have still persisted,
Such as.
such as downstab
Oh, yeah, that's
was
nice.
introduced in that fucking game. Because before that, there weren't dimensions in like the game because it was a top down.
Yeah, top down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But this was a side scroller, so you could actually jump and shit.
jump and stab down.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. Dang.
I don't know. There's probably other shit in there too, but I'm just not thinking. I don't really think about it too much because then they moved on to like all the Game Boy games that came out, and those were great.
Mm.
And then A Link to the Past was amazing. I'm getting more disabled as I'm talking about.
No, it's
it.
fine.
Excuse me.
Tate, did you have a 64 when you were growing up?
I did. I played with my sister, like Mario Party, like all those.
What was
we
your-
never beat Super Mario 64.
You
I don't
didn't?
think we ever beat Banjo-Kazooie either.
My brother beat Mario 64. I couldn't. What was the 64 game for you? What was the 64 game that you loved to play the most?
I mean, it was probably Legend of Zelda. It was Ocarina of Time and
Ocarina of Time.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah. I think mine would be
Like,
Paper Mario. It's so
I
good.
remember me and my sister. I remember me and my sister playing Super Mario 64, and we couldn't beat that boss on top of that hill in like the first level. That fucking big bomb guy.
Oh,
We
the
had to
very
get our
first
mom
boss?
to help us beat it. Yeah.
Ew, what the
Brother,
fuck?
all you had to
Like-
do was walk around him. He's so.
Like we kept
Ew.
throwing him off the edge. But if you
Oh.
throw him off the edge, he doesn't take damage,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
just jumps back on
You
the
have to throw him
platform.
on
And
the
we didn't know
platform.
you just have to throw him on the ground.
Gee, brother, that's a trial and error thing. That's
Holy shit.
Oh God.
Wait till this guy gets to
That was
Bowser and
so
figures out
long
he has
ago,
to
holy
hit the
shit.
spikes. Man, gonna have a bad time.
One of my favorite N64 games was Beetle Adventure Racing.
What the fuck is that?
A fucking amazing racing game, dude. It's amazing. It's literally what it sounds like. It's like a Volkswagen made
Oh,
Fucking
that's not
video
what I
game
thought you meant. I
about-
thought you meant like the bug.
Beetle. No, it's like the car.
That sounds way better than. Sounds,
Yeah, and it's so good. Like you unlock different cars that go faster and faster and faster. There's all kinds of secrets. There's all kinds of unlockable cheats that you unlock. Or there was a multiplayer like battle, like arena kind of game to it, where you could just like one of the power ups was literally just like a missile launcher.
I love that. That
Just to
reminds
blow
me
up
of.
your- And if it hits the opponent, they just die. They don't. There's no health or anything. You just blow up. That's what happens.
That reminds me of
dude.
What's that game called?
And
Twisted
then
Metal.
Me and my friends played that fucking. Oh, Twisted Metal. Yeah, I played that a little bit, but I couldn't get into it.
I understand.
But we found out we like found out like there was a secret in the game, and so there were cheats, and one of the cheats was one of the dumbest cheats that we first unlocked was like you could manually toggle through the cheat section how strong your handbrake was. So there was like weak, normal, strong, or extreme, or something like that, or insane. I forget exactly what it was called, but there was an extreme one, and it does what it says. It pretty much just pulls you to a complete stop. Like it's almost the second you push it. It's just like you stop.
Oh.
Like that's how it works. But and so I don't know how the fuck we even found this out, or how we figured this out. So there was a weird thing that happens to the game when you're holding the handbrake, and you go over like a piece of terrain that changes angle.
Yeah.
So like a ramp.
Yeah.
Like when it goes off when you go to drive off the ramp, right? The car's supposed to go into the air. Well, when you have like a normal handbrake, the way that the game simulates it is that it kind of makes it makes your gravity different, if that makes sense, like in the middle of motion. So it would sort of like if you were to go over like a small hill or something, like a small bump that would normally send you in the air, your car would be more likely to just kind of like ride it, if that makes sense, which sounds perfectly normal. There's no shenanigans happening.
However,
so if you cranked it up to insane, and as you hit the top of like a bump or a ramp or something, you also cut to either your left or right. It doesn't matter which way. You just got to pick a way to give yourself a spin.
Oh God.
You then hit the ramp right as you're doing the handbrake turn when it's on in the maximum setting.
Yeah.
It somehow turns the braking power into an exponentially accelerating force, and you just fucking teleport. Like there were some times where like we would go so fast that we would just we've crashed the game several times because we would go so fast that the game didn't know what the fuck we were doing, or we would like bounce off of geometry and literally leave the map, and the map gets so far away that the game crashes because it's just like I
don't know where you are.
You're all yeah. And you could do this also to attack your opponents, because if you're going fast enough and you hit your opponent,
they take damage.
They die.
Oh God.
They just explode.
They die, but you crash. It's a risk I'm willing to put us through.
Sometimes you come out and you lose, but most of the time, because like there were hard parts on the cars, so like the corners were like hard.
Yeah.
So and most of the time it's a corner that would hit your opponent.
Yeah.
Because you're spinning so fast. It still works if you run it in an emulator and you turn it up to insane. The emulators still replicate it.
That's so awful.
I don't
That's
know
so
how that shit works. It's so good, dude. So good.
Beetle Racing. We'll have to check it out.
Beetle Adventure Racing.
Adventure Racing. Sounds like an adventure.
Oh, I totally forgot. But so in my Discord profile, if you click my name, I have like a little like animated GIF. Like
GIF?
It's not the icon, but it's like the animated like banner or whatever. I totally forgot, but that's from a Nintendo 64 game called Mischief Makers. That game is so fucking wild, and like the storyline is so fucking wacky, and you can't pay attention to it. And then like the art style is so weird and crazy too. Like, oh my god, that game was so good.
Tell me what you do.
It's a side scroller.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a semi 2D 3D side scroller, but the movement is so fucking weird because you can like boost yourself in different directions, and then the only attack you really have is you grab something. So like you would grab enemies and like toss them at each other, and then like the level design was like really fucking weird too. Like that game, oh my god. whoever made that game was like seriously on like crack or something, because the mechanics in it are so weird. The one boss fight I remember, like specifically, is you're on this platform and you have like this lava demon above you, and
Yeah.
he like punches the platform and you could grab his fist and then you make him punch himself in the face.
Just grab the lava hand.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Oh, Mischief Makers, what a fucking great game. There was like this other level I specifically remember we couldn't beat, where it was like the Olympics and there was a bunch of mini games.
Yeah.
And the 1,000-yard sprint or whatever, where you have to like spam the button. I remember me and my cousins couldn't beat it because it was like those games were like super fucking hard for whatever reason, and you had to spam the boost button so many fucking times, and your finger would just fucking kill. And then
You don't know the secret
we
tech.
still could never beat it.
Jaylu, awake and subscribing. Thank you. You don't need the secret tech. So we figured this out. God, I don't know if it was. You know what it was? It was on the NES. There was a track and field game. The secret tech is you band-aid your two fingers together, and then you just slide them across the button back and forth. And we've used that literally all the way. That's we use that all the way to God. I know we even played Mario Party with it because there's this thing Pokey Pummel where you just hit the A button and then you just smash each part of the Pokey out. So I think that's literally just always been a thing. So if you need to smash buttons, just back and forth across it. It was always the way we did it. But yeah, we got blisters and fingers were bleeding. I know that's.
God, Mario Party was the
Mario
fucking
Party, we
palm
have to
destroyer. Yeah, dude.
We have to fucking like
We were like trying to
like the tug of war or whatever. Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god.
And then it would get so bad that our hands would be so blistered and mangled and bleeding. But we'd still want to play the game because we wanted to have more fun.
Yeah,
And
hell
we were
yeah.
finding like tools to do it for us, like
Yeah.
power tools to be like, all right, what power tool can spin this motherfucker the fastest? It's not gonna be too fast.
And
And the
break-
N64 is not gonna be able to. Yeah, just fucking spin that motherfucker.
Oh my god. Those
Love it.
fucking games.
Uh,
The N64 controller is so fucking weird.
yeah, it's the
Like,
octopus
hold-
hand.
It's
You got to
No,
figure out.
It's just got two grips.
Yeah.
That's all. It's
You
got.
go
It's
you go
got-
from the C
normal
stick
grip?
or you got the D-pad grip.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, there was only a few games
I
that would
never
have
use
like
the
a
D-pad.
where you have to use every button. Like some of the wrestling games, you had to use every button
That's why
because
Mario
the
only did it
sticks
for
would
the
be used
camera.
for like taunts and stuff,
Mm.
and Z would have some button, but you really wouldn't barely ever have to press it. It was just a weird controller, just made, and so you'd have all the buttons there.
They're innovative, you know. They gotta make the weirdest controllers possible. Wii remote.
Yeah.
Looking
I
at you.
remember my controller. Oh god, the original stick drift, where like it wouldn't stand up straight in the middle. It would just like kind of be like floppy, like.
Brother.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
could like
That's
if you
not
push it in a
normal.
certain direction, your character wouldn't run like full speed. It would only run like half speed because the stick was like so weak at that point.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. I used to have two 64 controllers. I don't know what happened to one of them, so I had to actually replace
And then
one.
the fucking rumble packs. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's just vibrators. That's what they are.
yeah. Because you had to get the rumble pack, or then you had to get. There was other things too, like there was
And
the one that
memory
could play
cards
the
in 'em.
Game Boy games on it. That was fun.
Yeah, you could put in your
Oh, yeah, there
Pokemon
was
into
that
it.
too.
Yeah, you play
Like fucking
Pokemon.
Pokemon
So
Stadium. or
that's
whatever.
it.
What
You
the
play
fuck?
Pokemon Stadium with it. So there's that. There was I know I had my brother had a friend who had like an Army Man game, like the little green soldiers from like Army and like Toy Story and stuff. In that, he had a separate memory card that plugged into the back of a 64 controller, and I'd never seen it before. It's so he could have multiple saves inside of this game. It was literally made for like this game. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh god, it was so good. Because
I know my cousins had like a memory card thing for the Dreamcast too. That was like another one where you could slot it into the controller.
God, that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, that one actually slid all the way in because there was like a little screen for it. There was a
Oh,
little
God.
tiny little screen inside the center of the controller for the Dreamcast.
Oh god, it's so good
I
though.
remember playing the Sonic game on my cousin's Dreamcast. Holy shit.
So you
So
had
fucking long ago.
you had 64. Did you have the
I had
SNES?
N64. No, I didn't have SNES.
Oh, it
that
was
was
so
a
good.
little bit before my time.
No, man, you could have got it.
My cousin had Dreamcast, and then one of my friends had I guess he had the SNES. Because I remember watching him play Mario, like the original like Super Mario Brothers on it.
That's on NES, brother.
I got the SNES when it first came out.
We had
And
the
my mind
NES
was blown
and the
as a
SNES,
small child.
and God, so the
Yeah, I had the NES
SNES
too,
had
yeah.
a. So you know how the 64 you could play a Pokemon game in there. Let me tell you, there was literally a cartridge because the SNES you put it on top instead of inside the thing and close it. There was a cartridge you
Yeah.
could put in that had a Game Boy slot in it also. You could play that way.
Yeah, I used that.
It's
yeah.
so dude. That's how you played original Pokemon. That's how you did it. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my two main systems growing up were N64 and then PlayStation 2.
I want to say that's how we figured out that
Oh my
Pokemon had
God, this
color
fucking thing.
because we put it in there and it had color for the first time because we had originally we had a OG Game Boy, which is a fucking brick of a device, let me tell you, and then we had a Pocket, and the Pocket just lets you, do whatever. So we had blue and red, and we put that bitch in the fucking SNES, and we're like, holy fuck, there's color. And that was before like the Game Boy Color came out with Pokemon Yellow, and you're like, whoa, ain't no way. This shit was programmed in before the Game Boy came out for it. It was so fucking
Yeah,
good.
my sister had the Atomic Purple Game Boy Color.
I have that.
Do you remember the fucking squiggly light you used to plug into the top?
Yes. We have
Oh
that too.
shit.
I remember. So there was the squiggly light, and then there was also like the little screen, and I did not understand what the fucking screen was for. I understood the squiggly light. That's for hiding your game when you're fucking under the blanket, fucking playing that shit. Nobody finds out, but it was good. Oh man, so good. So we're gaming here. We're gaming here.
We're gamers.
Have you beat Radcliffe? I know you play Dark Souls. Have you beat all the Dark Souls?
I haven't really played much of 2, to be honest.
But you played 3 and 1.
Okay, so that's the only one I have not beat.
It's
I
very
remember
clunky.
getting to a part in like the swamp area, and there was like this sludge boss.
Oh.
And to get to this sludge boss, you had to go through like this entire fucking place where these mobs would pop out of the wall and do like your entire health bar, and they could hit you off the side. And then on top of that, the fucking boss would poison you. So I just remember I could not beat that fucking boss, and I just gave up. But I've beaten every other single like Dark Souls and Demon Souls game.
Have you beat Bloodborne?
Actually, I have not. I started it. I started streaming it a little bit, but I didn't continue.
I remember seeing you play the what was that last Dark Souls game that came out?
Elden Ring. I have my
Ring.
Millennia kill.
I remember seeing you play Elden Ring. That was good. Oh man. You gonna play the Lies of P?
Nah, I watched Moon play it.
It doesn't have a dodge roll. It doesn't have iframes. It's just it's a parry engine.
No, it doesn't have iframes, no.
And I was like, this is.
Have you played Sekiro?
No. Well, maybe a
Sekiro
demo.
is-
I think maybe a demo.
Sekiro is my favorite Dark Souls game.
Sekiro's good.
It's so fucking good. The combat just clicked with me, and oh my god, that game is so fucking good. The boss mechanics in that game too.
I think I
fucking
stuck too much
sick.
at Dark Souls game to be playing them, so I just don't. Because I played, I want to say I don't even remember. I looked it up the other day. It was either 1 or 2, and I played, and I got to like the first like mini boss thing, and that dude just fucking destroyed me so many times that my health was like 40%, and I was like, well, the game's harder now, and I have less time to figure it out, so I can't play this game anymore. So felt bad. Oh man, you dying over there? You tired? You sick?
Yeah, I'm tired.
You sick over there? How you feeling?
and I need food.
Yeah, I'm a little bit sick.
All right, you're sick. You're tired. I think we're gonna call it. I'm sweating to death. I'm gonna say I didn't tap out first, and I'm being nice. So there's that. Thanks for coming on, Imite. It was fun though.
Yeah, it was good. I had fun.
I always have fun with these things. They're so good. We're gonna call it there. Oh, thanks for the Imte. You're one of them. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, JLu, for subbing. Love it. We're gonna end it there. We gotta give it a few seconds because the end stream is